वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. A very warm welcome to entire Sangat in today's talk. Our topic for today is who is a Sikh? Last week, also we tried to understand in the light of Qurbani, according to Pai Gurdas ji, Shri Guru Ramdas Sahib, in Guru Granth Sahib ji, the definition of a Sikh, and we were more focused about basic parts like how should we behave or what are the qualities of a Sikh. Like we talked about Sikh is a one, as Palji was just now, he was reciting the Shabad, Gursat Gurs ka jo Sikh hai khaye, so pal ke naam pyar. So the one who recites his name. Now, how should we do it? What are the banis? What are the messages out there? How should we do? And different aspects. Even if we are trying to understand who is a Sikh, still there are so many aspects. But we'll try to cover some basic things or some more important points so that we can have at least a picture of a Sikh which has designed, which is created by 10 gurus. It took almost 39 years time, and then the picture of Sikh was completed actually. So last week we just have some discussion about Sakshi Rehne. So according to Sikh Rahat Maryada, Sikh have two kind of things or two ways of life. One is Sakshi, which means individual, personal. Then Panthak Rahani, corporate, outside, with the society, with the Panth, with the people. So first thing, Sakshi Rahani. So this is also divided into three parts. First one is Naam Bani Da Abhyas. Paramatma da naam lena, recite his name. Now, the first thing is, in the Naam Bani, which Banis are basically recommended? Which Banis do we need to recite and when? So we'll go into bit more detail today. So it begins with the morning. As soon we wake up in the morning. So we have basically three Baniyas, at least three Baniyas that we must recite in the morning. First one is Jap Ji Sahib. The name of the Bani is Jap. With respect, we say Jap Ji Sahib. Second is Jap Sahib. Third one is Tva Prasad Soya. So we can read, we can recite Chaupai Sahib and Anand Sahib as well in the morning, but these are the minimum three for the morning. Then in the evening there is a Rahras Sahib, and in the night there is a Sohila Sahib. In the night, before we go to bed, before we sleep, again we need to recite a Bani. This is Sohila Sahib. We say Kirtan Sohila. In that Bani there are 5 Shabads. The reason behind, psychology also believes the last thought of the night before we fall asleep and the first thought of the morning is almost same. Most probably it is going to remain same. Where we fall asleep in the morning, as soon we will wake up, we'll start from the same thought. So now psychology has discovered this point as well. But Even before that, Guru Sahib also told us to recite his name before we sleep. Because in a day we have so many kinds of problems, so many things to we are worried about family, about finance, about our health or wealth. So we'll just keep thinking about it. So once we recite these five shabads, it hardly takes 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, sometimes we just say, okay, like we'll do it later, doesn't matter much, or it will take some time. Maybe for 15 to 20 minutes, or maybe till half an hour, we don't sleep on the bed sometimes. We are just turning around, or we are just scrolling our phone. That doesn't seem long, but when it comes to the Sohila Sahib, most of the time we just try to skip that part. Even in Islam as well, they also read a namaz, like they read as we recite five banis, they read 5 times namaz as well. In the night, they also do Isha di namaz. We have Sohila Sahib. So the main thing, so we can change our focus to the bani, and it is also known as an kind of a small death, because once we fall asleep, it's called as a small death or short time death, and death is known as a permanent sleep. So when a person dies, then also we recite the same Bani Sohila Sahib. That time also we recite Sohila Sahib, and every night before we fall asleep, and it is like Mat ke jano sa ave ke na. Maybe I'll get another breath or not. I'll wake up again in the morning or not. So last thing I must do, must pray, I must thanks. So Naam Banida Pyas, we must recite Japji Sahib and two other Banis in the morning, in the evening, Rahras Sahib, in the night, Sohila Sahib. We can start step by step, slowly, but we must put these things in our mind so that we can keep going ahead with the help of each other. Why do we need it? Every day? Isn't it repetition? This is the main question. Whenever we talk about it, we must recite. The first thing comes to our mind. Isn't it repetition? Now, Gandendia Chima Tudendia Hik Kino Pagat Farid. Judendia Chema. It will take long time to attach, but to break, it's an instant. Even in our life, it takes so many years, months, days to create something. Even if we are making a house, it will take long time, but we can break it way easier than that. So the same way, our body needs breath. We are breathing again and again. We are drinking water again and again. We are taking food again and again. The same way, we need to recite his name again and again so that we can bring, or our peace of mind can remain same. So for that, this is needed actually. Another point. So first point was Nam Banida Abhyas, meditation on the name of Lord. Then another point is Gurmat Di Rahne, which we say leading life according to the Guru's teaching. Now there are almost 18 points as mentioned in the code of conduct, but we'll just go through some points. And for more, if you want, you may refer Sikh Rahat Maryada. It's in English as well, in Punjabi too. So you can go through it. So Gurmat Di Rahani, leading life according to Guru's teaching. Now what Guruji is telling us, we'll just cover 2 points. First thing, Sikh di aam rahani kirt virt gurmat anusar hoga, like how we behave, what we do, how we live, it should be according in the light of Gurmat. Now, the main thing that we must remember, एक अकाल पुरख तो छोट किसी देवी देवते की उपासना नहीं कर. So we bow down to that one ultimate power, Vahid. He is the one, or he is the supreme power. God, we just believe in that one God. Our Guru is Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And what happens in our life? Some problems arises in our mind, in our life. It happens with everyone. We go to Gurdwara, we do Seva, we do some part, or we try to do every or any possible thing that we can do so that our wish can get fulfilled. But it doesn't happen sometimes. Then what we do, our faith, or we can say our trust, it's like broke from Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and we just go into right and left. Maybe we just believe, or we just feel like someone else can see the future. There are people, those who claim like they can see the future, they can make things happen. So it happens when any pain, when any sorrow arises in our mind, and this is part of our life. It is going to remain always. Sukh, dukh, doye dar kapde, both things are going to come. If we are facing some problems, we have a question, why I am facing some problems? But do we ever raise a question, why I am not facing any problems? If we are happy, if we are healthy, do we ever say, why I am healthy? But if I'm unwell, then definitely there's a question arises, oh my God, oh Vahiguruji, I'm taking medicines from 5 days, I'm still unhealthy. What's going on with me? What's going on in my life? We have a question. Whenever there's a problem, maybe we are not thankful when there is some health, when there are no much problems. So we are always ready to criticize, or more often for the complaints. So in that way, we always try to go to someone else. We feel like maybe, okay, I went to Gurdwara Sahib, but did not work for me. Guruji did not fulfill my wish. And there is a person who can see the future. I just need to give him some money. He will do for some things for me. So whenever this thought comes to our mind, like someone else can help me, any other human can help me, any other musician to whom we feel like he's like a musician, he can do something, he can see something, then just remember Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's these two panktis. Bhai, मत कोई जानो किसी के किछ हाथ है. Guru Nanak Sahib. Oh my friends, never ever think about it that किसी के कुछ हाथ है, someone else can do something to you or for you. सब, everyone, सब means everyone. करे कराया, everyone is doing according to the hukam of Guru. सब करे कराया, he is the one, karan karavan karne har. He is the one who is doing, who have all the capacity to do anything and everything. When we fall, like when we lose our trust, our faith, whenever there's a problem comes in our life, we think like Guru Granth Sahib Ji can't solve it. I need some other person who can do it for me. So whenever we are thinking about it, just read this Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's message, Gurbanis. Guru Nanak Sahib, Jara. Jara means an old age. Bazurg, like the meaning of Zara is Bazurgi. Kabir meaning is also an old person. Kabir means Bazurg. Zara means Bazurg. In Asa Ki Baar also we read Jar Ai Joban Harya. Joban means Javani, young age. Jara means old age. Jar Ai Joban Harya. So, Jar Ai, old age will come, youth, this young age will lose from it. It is going to happen. No one can stop it. So, Jara, Mara means death. No one can change our death. Taap, fever. Sirt, saap. Sirt is also known as in like headache. There is a pain in our head. Any poisons, saap. Snake is spreading some poison. There is a pain in the body. There is illness. Sab har ke bas. Like everything, whatever happens to this body, from old age to death, maximum higher harm if anyone can do to us is can take our life. Maximum to maximum is he may kill us. So Chara, Mara, Tap, Sirt, Sap, Sab, everything har ke bas hai, in his control. कोई लाग ना सके बिन हर का लाया. So don't afraid, don't go to anyone like he knows some black magic or he can just fulfill my desires. There are a lot of ads actually. Not here I have seen, but in Punjab or in India or in many other countries, we can see like people are just claiming, yes, we know black magic, we know the future, we know what can we do, just come to us, and people are going there. But Guru Nanak Sahib strictly, very strict about it. They just said it. No, it's not at all possible from anyone else. Koi lag na sake bin har ka laya. Lord is the one who can do anything and who can protect us from everything. So rather than going to other human beings, recite his name. Do Japji Sahib. Read Gurbani. Recite Sohila Sahib. So he is the one who's ultimate power. Don't go to any other human, don't go to any other people. Guruji is just telling us we must have complete faith. So who is a Sikh? The one who have complete faith on Guru Granth Sahib Ji and don't go to any other people or person. Those who says just give him some bread and butter, we will able to do something for you if you can come to us. But he don't lose any hope from Guruji. This is also a definition of a Sikh. Then two more points, and then we'll move to the next part. Sikh like for Sikh, गुरमुखी दी विद्या पढ़नी जरूरी है और विद्या भी पढ़ो, which means Gurmukhi is also needed. It's mentioned in the code of conduct. So we must read or we must send our children, our kids to read and understand Gurmukhi. ਸਿੱਖ ਲਈ ਗੁਰਮੁਖੀ ਦੀ ਵਿਦਿਆ ਪੜ੍ਹਨੀ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, as we know, he is the one who compiled all the Banis and created this Ad Granth Sahib, to whom we say Guru Granth Sahib. Once Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave Gurta Gaddi to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. It's written in Gurmukhi language, and it was the biggest thing which was done by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, and it is the main reason behind the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. This is the main reason. Because whenever there is a different religion arises, Nami Kaum, it needs its main place of worship, and it needs its own a religious scripture. Then only that religion can be known as a free religion, a freedom. So two basic things are required: a place and religious scripture. Both things were done by Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, compiled by. So according to the history, this was the main reason behind the martyrdom of Guru Arjan Sahib Ji. So we must learn Gurmukhi as well. And another point, we must use Singh and Kaur as well as a Sikh. Some people, or sometimes even I know some persons in my contact list, maybe they feel shy to use Singh, and it was the hukum by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. There was a time when Aurangzeb announced, he said, no one should keep any sword with him. No one should use Singh with his name. If someone will do it, he will be punished. And no one should do horse riding. He said these three orders. No one should do horse riding. No one should use this name Singh. No one should use or keep a sword with him. It was a rule passed by Aurangzeb at his time. But there was a sound came from Shri Anandpur Sahib of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who said, not only me, my Sikhs will also keep all these three things. My Sikhs will do all these three things. I will use Singh. My Sikhs are also going to use Singh with their name. So it was just direct battle with the king of that time. Now we cannot go against the government. The government will say what we are supposed to do. It's rarely not only doing, even we won't imagine anything to go against it. But Guru Sahib Ji also said from the same time, I will do it. My Singhs will follow it. We are going to use Singh, do whatever you can do. So that was like a challenge to him. So this is not an easy word. So we should feel proud, Singh, lion. And so for male, this is a Singh. For female, we use Kaur. Guru Kalangar also, that is also part of Sakshi Rehni, Gurmati Rehni. So in the Langar also, don't differentiate within people, within gender, within religion. This is what also we are facing. And nowadays, some people just do differently, but Langar is same for all. Then there is a Panthak Rehni. So we'll have some discussion about this point as well. Now, Panthak Rehni. The definition of Seva in Sakshi Rehni is different, and the definition of Seva in Panthak Rehni is different. So Seva, these things arise in Code of Conduct two times. When we read Seva in Sakshi Rehni, it is related to Langar, doing some voluntary services in the Gurdwara. But when it's come to the Panthak Rehni, definition of Seva changes completely. So Panth, for the Panth, what kind of Seva we can do? Now it is not related only to the Langar or wealth. Now it comes to your body, your physical Seva as well. Now anything and everything your Panth is needed, you must do it. So in the Seva, people choose martyrdom as well. That was also a Seva for the Panth. So in the Panthak Rehni, Guru Panth, the one, those who are always ready to do any kind of Seva, Tyar Bar Tyar Singh is called Guru Panth. And then there is Amrit Sanskar as well, Tankha Laun Di Vidhi, so Guru Panth. Guru Panth, we need to remember this. Sikh Singh, Sant Sipahi, Bhakti Shakti. So first thing is saint. Firstly, we read about Gurbani. So Gurbani is most needed. Saint will be
You
that is possible, but we need to remember firstly we need to recite his name. Saint part is first part, soldier part is second part. Definitely, the Sikh is both. Saint soldier is a Sikh, but we need to practice our saint part first. Recite his name. Compassion should be there. To all Taramdaya Kaput, he is a Sikh who have compassion. Then, if he use or if a saint becomes soldier, it's completely different level. Soldiers used to kill people. Saint soldiers saved people. They did not kill. They did not try to harm normal people. They tried or they fought to save them. As there is one example of Saint soldiers, the true Sikhs. This is known as an Vadaka Lukara. It happened on the 5th of February 1762. There's a one 1745 that is known as an Chotaka Lukara. The reason behind why it is called as an Chotaka Lukara or Vadaka Lukara, the difference is Chotaka Lukara we lost 10,000 Sikhs in one day. That went up to almost 1 month, but almost 10,000 Sikhs were killed even for the first day. Vadaka Lukara, we lost 30 to 35,000 Sikhs in just one day. 5th Feb 1762. In this, Jassa Singh Ahluwalia was there. By Chadat Singh Sardar Chadat Singh was also there. Jassa Singh Ahluwalia had 22 wounds on his body and still he was fighting. It was an attack by Abdali on the Sikhs at the place of Kuprahida. Kuprahida is a place where this Vadaka Lukara has happened. In one day, they killed 30 to 35,000 Sikhs just in one day. And still, and history says those who survived that day, but not even a single Sikh was there who did not get harmed physically. Not even a single. Someone lost their eyes, ear, hand, arms, feet. A lot of damage was done just in one day. Jassa Singh Ahluwalia was standing there even after having 22 wounds on his body. And Chadat Singh, he was the one who started Shukar Chakiya Misa. He also fought in that battle with Daka Lukada Kara. He also had 19 wounds on his body. Chadat Singh. And his son was Maha Singh, and Maha Singh's son was Maharaja Ranjit Singh. So we can say grandfather of Maharaja Ranjit Singh was Chadat Singh, who fought in this Vadaka Lukara 1762. So they were able to fight. They could escape, they could run, but they did not. They were doing Panthadi Seva. This is also a Seva. So Seva is not just if we can help someone with wealth, but Kamdi Seva, Panthadi Seva can go in any possible way. So this is what they did, but that spirit came from Saint Soldier. So Bhakti is much needed. Reciting his name is much needed. Then only we can reach to the next level of the Sikhism. So in the Panthakarani, there are some points like Guru Panth, those who are always ready to serve in any possible way. Then Amrit Sanskar, Tankha, Gurmata, and Sthanak Faisle. These are the 5 points of the Panthakarani. Amrit is when we are taking initiation, baptism. Maybe we are not ready right now, but yes, this is also a part which begins from Amrit Vela to Amrit Sanskar. So firstly, we need to take care of Amrit Vela. begins with Amrit Vela to Amrit Sanskar. If now we are not able to take care of Amrit Vela, so definitely Amrit Sanskar is going to be difficult. So it will take time. Guruji, even if we read history of Guru Nanak Sahib, Guru Nanak Sahib Ji actually did not ask anyone to be my Sikh. Once would you read Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's any Sakhi, never or not even a single writer has mentioned when Guru Nanak Sahib told someone to be my Sikh. Even when this initiation or Amrit Sanskar was happened, then also Guru Gobind Singh Ji did not tell कि आओ Amrit Chako. Guru Sahib Ji asked for a head. We'll discuss more about it in our upcoming Samvad program. So Amrit Sanskar, a Sikh, did not happen on that way by requesting. So this is like when we are automatically feel like it, inspired people. When we can see so many examples, people got admired from the life of Guru Nanak Sahib Ji and they said, we want to be your Sikh. So not only the Pracharak, the one who is, we can say, Jnani Ji or lecturers, are the one those who are promoting Sikhism, or it's their duty. Actually, every Sikh is a Pracharak. Every Sikh is a lecturer. Every Sikh is a brand ambassador of Sikhism, because after looking at his life, someone is going to admire him. Someone will say, wow, what a beautiful life a Sikh have. I would like to be a Sikh. But when we are not taking care of it, so this is how we are not able to spread it. Guru Nanak Sahib Ji never told anyone, asked anyone to be my Sikh, but his way of life. So Amrit Sanskar, Tankha Laungi Vidhi, all are the part. Like how should we live our life? If we are part of Amrit Sanskar, then this Tankha Laungi Vidhi applies to them. Tankha is not salary. We say Tankha to salary as well, but here the meaning of Tankha is kind of punishment, we can say. Like if we are baptism or Amrit Shakya hai, something happens that I should not do it. So then some punishment. It's not like physical punishment. It's like I need to perform some seva, do some part, that kind of. Gurmata, if anything related to Sikhism, Guru Granth Sahib, if we just want to discuss about it, that is Gurmata. And Sthanak Faisle, like local decisions, can be appealed to Sikh Rahat Maryada, to Shri Akal Takht Sahib, by following the rule of Sikh Rahat Maryada. So Sikh is the one who just does not recite Gurbani. सतगुर की बाणी सत स्वरूप है गुरबाणी बनी है. We need to be Gurbani. Not only for saying, we must practice that part. So every Sikh is a Pracharak. Bhai Mansukh went to Sangladip, Sri Lanka, and the king of Sangladip, King Shivnab, was impressed by his life. He said, you spoke so beautifully. I'm very much impressed and happy the way you are living your life. Who is your guru? Then he said, Guru Nanak. Then that king became Sikh. So Guru Nanak Sahib and their Sikh. Even whenever we read Sikh history by Jogaji, then Bibi Amroji, Guru Amardas Ji, Bhai Jodhji. Bhai Jodhji was reciting Gurbani. And Guru Angad Sahib Ji, when he was Bhai Lehna, he was impressed by listening to Bhai Jodhji. So actually he is the one, or he was the main reason how Guru Angad Sahib Ji got connected to Guru Nanak Sahib Ji. So there was a Sikh. He was not actually a Pracharak. Pracharak was Guru Nanak Sahib Ji himself. but very much impressed by Pai Jyotji. So we are more focused to know more. We are more focused to understand more, but we are less focused on doing something practically. And Satgur ki Bani Sat Sarup hai, Gurbani Bani hai, which means we must be like the one what Guruji is telling us. So as a Sikh, we must have complete faith on Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and whatever Guru Sahib Ji is teaching us, telling us, we must try to understand and we must try to walk on it. I'm not saying it can happen in just one day, Saint Soldier can be ready, but the real question is, did we start? Are we moving? Or we just stopped on a same place? Are we really improving? So this is where we need to think about it. So definitely the definition of Sikh is huge and there are a lot of more things, but the basic idea is Gurbani Baniye. Sikh means learner, the one who is ready to learn, the one who really wants to learn. So as a Sikh, we are keen to learn from each other as well. So we need to move forward, we need to work on it, we need to make it practical. This is what the message for us Sikh. Now we need to do some practical thing. Now what do you think? What is the definition of a Sikh? What are the take-home messages from you or for you? So don't hesitate to share with all of us. So I would just say, okay, kindly share your views, kindly share your point. What do you think, or what is your idea? How can we implement it? How can we keep going? Because as a Sikh, we are keen to learn from each other, but we can move forward with the help of each other. So kindly don't hesitate to speak up and share your views, make your contributions that can help each and every one of us. And before we end, so here's a humble request to the entire Sangha. So we'll have a more talk about who is a Sikh, who is a Khalsa, what is the significance of Vaisakhi, how it is related to Vaisakhi, how Khalsa and Vaisakhi are related to each other, what is the role of a Sikh, and as we did not discuss about Rahat or Kakar and some more things of Sikh, because more points we are going to discuss in this Samvad session. We have this Samvad on this Saturday, 8th of April, Saturday, in the afternoon, 3 to 4 p.m. After that, refreshments will be served, and this is going to have on level 4 in the seminar room, Central Sikh Gurdwara, जिन्हों ਅਸੀਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ. So it is going to have in ਵੱਡਾ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ, Central Sikh Gurdwara, level 4. So we have Gyani Jagdeep Singh Ji, Gyani Jagsir Singh Ji and Charat Singh Ji will be there with us. So we'll have some Q&A dialogue session, Samvad program. So if you have any questions, you can WhatsApp to me, you can send me an email, or you can ask the questions on the same day as well. So request to all those who are from Singapore. So it is going to be very fruitful lesson, fruitful Samvad, because 3 more speakers will be there and we listen to them. They'll share their experience, their point of view. So request you all must join us here. So now request you all, so don't hesitate to share your point, don't hesitate to tell your views. What do you think? What are our takeaways from the who is a Sikh, or how can we apply it, or what do you think? Like, are we doing some things, or are we facing difficulties to doing or following, or how can we do it? So whatever you understood, so don't hesitate, don't shy. Request you all, over to you Sat Sangat ji. Kindly share your inputs ji. Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh ji. Haji Satvinder ji, you are unmuted.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਸਾਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਾਸਟਰ ਜੀ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ ਸਵਿੰਦਰ ਜੀ।
ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ, ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਸਿੱਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਐਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਹਿਸਟਰੀ ਵੀ। ਇੱਥੋਂ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਮਹਾਰਾਜਾ ਰਣਜੀਤ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਕੌਣ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਗ੍ਰੈਂਡਫਾਦਰ ਕੌਣ ਸੀ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਐਸ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਬਾਣੀਆਂ ਦੱਸੀਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ ਉਹ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਚਾਹੀਦੀਆਂ। मैं सिर्फ शेयर करना जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस और जो मैं कोशिश कर रही, बिकॉज जाप साहिब काफी लम्मा ते टाइम लगता, इस वजह तो मैं जाप साहिब ਨੂੰ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹਾਫ ਕਰਦੀ। ਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ, ਇਜ਼ ਇਟ ਆਲਰਾਈਟ ਵਾਟ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਡੂਇੰਗ? ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ, ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਪੜ ਸਕਦੀ ਆ ਜਾਪ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀਆਂ ਮੈਂ ਪੜ ਕੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਨੋਟ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਆ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਡੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ, ਸੇਮ ਡੇ ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਟਾਈਮਿੰਗ ਤੇ ਕੰਟੀਨਿਊ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ। ਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਡੇ ਐਂਡ ਥਰਡ ਡੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿਨਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ। ਇਜ਼ ਇਟ ਓਕੇ?
Okay, chalo, thank you very much actually for asking very thought-provoking question, Savinder ji. The first preference is if we can do it in one go, that is actually definitely no doubt the best thing we can do. But yes, if we are not able to do it, if you are doing it on 2 days or 3 days, still this is okay actually, because as we are a kid, he is guru, so he knows slowly at least we are doing it, we are walking on it. So that is the best thing actually, because if we say like I need to do it right now or never, so it may delay. We may say like okay, I'll do it later whenever it's possible to do it complete part. So in that way we may not able to do it once even in a month. So yes, first preference if we can do in one go would be very good. But okay, if we are not able to do it, we can complete it in a couple of days as well. This is okay, at
Thank
least
you
we are
so
doing
much.
it.
Thank you so much, Master Ji. Yes, I do at times when I do have time. What I do is I do in one day, but sometimes the time is not sufficient because we have other things, like we have to get ready to go to work. For that particular day, I have to split the baniyas. But Japji Sahib, I usually will complete. Jap Sahib, I will split it up, and then Tapar Sahib, I will do it sometimes on the way to the office or sometimes towards the afternoon. Most important is I wanted to complete the baniya. So this is one. And second is about a Sikh. What I usually share with my friends are that as a Sikh is not only like a Singh or a Kaur. A Sikh means, because when Guru Gobind Singh Ji make us a Sikh, he actually said that a Sikh is a warrior who basically fight for the justice, who help those who are in need of help. He helped all those women who were being treated badly during Aurangzeb's time, and then we help all those who are helpless. So a Sikh is actually a combination of many things that a real good human being. So anybody, a Christian, a Muslim, a Chinese, can be a Sikh. A Sikh means a good human. I just wanted to understand, is this correct?
Okay, Sikh is basic meaning is okay, any good human, but definitely still there is some more things as we discussed in previous lecture too. But the one who have complete faith on Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, on all 10 gurus and panis. So these things are also mentioned. We can say they are doing some good things. Okay, that could be common, or maybe they are just trying to walk. But yes, for a Sikh, so definitely there are few more things like as we understood today and in previous lecture definition. There is a definition of a Sikh, for the one who believes in one that immortal, in one power, in 10 gurus, and believes in 10 gurus panis and amrit, and doesn't follow any other religion, is actually a Sikh according to uh, code of conduct. And then definitely there are more things in his personal life, in his Panthak Rahani, in his Sakshi Rahani, that he need to follow as well. So that's it.
Ji, thank you. Thank you, Master Ji.
Okay. Thank you very much for asking questions, and definitely that encourage to all others as well. And it's really pleasing to hear from you, Savinderji. We are hoping more contributions in upcoming lectures as well, Savinderji.
Ji, sure, Master Ji.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Haji, thank you, Ji. Haji, any other Sangat member Ji who would like to share something? Haji Paji, you are unmuted, Ji.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji. Thank you for a beautiful second session on who is a Sikh. And I liked your ending where you are asking how can we implement these teachings into our life. I think that got me suddenly thinking, although I had shared some things last week, I thought maybe this week I will not have anything else to share. But that question that you just asked towards the ending, how can we implement it into our life, I think suddenly got me thinking, yeah, maybe that is what we need to start thinking in our second phase of our lives, because we have been hearing that I'm a Sikh from very little young boys, young girls. We are told we are Sikhs. We got to be proud to be a Sikh and all that. But I think as we grow older, this right question that you have just asked towards the end of today's lecture, how can we implement it? And if I understand from Sukhmani Sahib, Gurbani says, Tiske sang Sikh udare nanak har gun gao, that we all came here with a golden opportunity as a human being to merge back with the Lord God, Vaheguruji, who we have been separated from for many lifetimes. And maybe Sikh Udare, as a Sikh, maybe we have that golden opportunity to merge back with God, achieve self-actualization, stop this cycle of births and deaths. And most importantly, there are three ways I think I understood from that sloka. Number one, Har Gunagao. If we sing the praises of the Lord, then we can define ourselves as a Sikh. Number two, Satgur Purkh Jin Janya. If we get to know that that through the true Lord, through my Guruji, because Satgur Tiska now, then Tiska Sang Sikh Udare Nanak Har Gunagao. So I think another definition that I just realized by implementing Sikhi into our life is to first connect with our Guruji. Then we will have what we call salvation or mukti, Jivan Mukti, because then we will get to become one with the Lord God, Vaheguruji, and it is only possible by Har Gunagao if we sing the praises of the Lord. So to answer that question, how can we implement it? I think it is to every day sing the praises of the Lord God, and then we will become what we call the true Sikh. And that whole Aspadi, I don't think I want to take too much of a time, but whenever we get a time, let us go back to Sukhmani Sahib. It says Satgur Sikh ke kare pitpal, Seva ko Gursada Diyal, and the entire Aspadi talks about that if we call ourselves the Sikh of the Guru, God, Guruji will cherish us, will always be merciful for us, with us, will wash our filth away that is in our evil intellect. He will actually make us chant the name of the Lord God through his teachings. He will cut away our bonds. He will help us abstain from evil deeds. Most importantly, he will give us the name of the Lord God, Vaiguru, because Gurka Sikh Vadapa Gihe, because then we become very fortunate as a Sikh. And it is not just fortunate, but our health and palat will also be arranged by my Guru. Satguru Sikh ka health palat savare, Nanak, Satguru Sikh ko jianal samare. Then alone we can truly call ourselves the Sikh of the Guru. And the last conclusion, I think, because you also spoke about personal Sikhi versus Panthik Sikhi. Maybe as a personal Sikh, I've got to ask myself to implement the lifestyle of being a Sikh is, did I Guru Satguru ka jo Sikh khai so palke utharna amte aave? Did I wake up in the early hours of the morning this morning to meditate? Number two, Udam kare palke par pati shnan kare amritsar nave. Did I take a good shower in the morning and cleanse myself of my sins, not just the bodily dirt, but inside too? Number three, Upadesh Guru har har jab jape sab kilvik paap do kala jave. Did I actually follow the instructions so that all my sins, my misdeeds, my negativity is erased? Number four, fir chade divas Gurbani gawe bende urte ar naam te aave. Did I, when the sun came out, sing Gurbani? Did I, while sitting and standing, meditate on the name of the Lord? And then number five, Josas Garaste Ay Mera Harar, so Guru Sikh Guru Man Pave. Because Guruji says, if I Learn to do this with every breath in and out. Then I shall be pleasing to my Guruji. Number 6, Jisnu Diyal Hove Mera Swami Tis Gursikh Group Des Sunave. Then my Guruji will give me even more teachings to make my life wonderful, to be filled with all kinds of virtues and remove all my vices. And number 7, Jo Saas Giraste Ay Mera Har Har, so Gursikh Guru Man Pave. And then I will become pleasing to the hearts of my Guruji, because Jisnu Diyal Hove, I finished that point. But Guruji says towards the last line, Jananak Tud Mangai Tis Gursikh Ki, Jo Aap Jape Avray Naam Japave. That if I not only chant the name of the Lord myself as a personal Sikh, but I then inspire others to do it, everyone, helping them to make their lives better, then maybe I deserve to be called a Sikh. So how do we implement? What a beautiful question. By doing everything that I just shared, by first making our life Gurbani Baniye, and then sharing that news, that good news with everybody, to make this world a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Thank you once again for giving us this beautiful time to share. Pulchuk di Maafi, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji.
Thank you very much for complimenting Palji, and really thank you very much for contributing, and your contribution actually makes lecture more meaningful and more helpful for all the Sangat members. So I would just request, please continue contributing your valuable suggestions, which are always appreciated by me and all the Sangat members. So we are really glad to hear you. So keep it up, keep doing it, keep contributing. Thank you very much, Palji.
Thank you, Ji, for your blessings.
Right. Hanji, any other Sangat member Ji who would like to share something, Ji? Please don't be hesitate. Like, what do you think? What are your takeaways? What do you think? Like, what I'm going to do, or what we are going to do? What are we supposed to do? Like, anything you can share your personal experience too. Hanji. Hanji Hardeep Ji.
जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। मैं भी ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਹਰਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਹੁਣੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਆਪ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਜਪੀਏ ਤੇ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਾਈਏ, ਪਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ। I have to admit we do not do it. So this what a Sikh should do. So ਅੱਜ ਦੇ in this lecture today I have learned that Guruji has said that everything happens according to hukam, but when we are distressed about something, we do go to some other sources to seek some kind of solace or something. But as you said, a Sikh should go and learn from Gurbani, na? Japji Sahib padhiye jiਵੇਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਹਾ. So this is one thing we need to learn. ਹੋਰ ਜੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੰਥ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ we should always be ready to serve in any way. This we should definitely practice in whichever way we can. But life, it takes some time for us to do this. We are actually very self-centered, maybe selfish most of the time. We do things for ourselves, very seldom for others. But we must remember our Guruji's teachings and follow. And I like what you said, every Sikh is a pracharak. And so in a way, if you are a good Sikh, you are a role model to others. And Akhir, as you said, Sikhi mein practice karde, how are we practicing our Sikhi? In the end, that is the most important. Bani nu padhiye, gaiye, suniye. Ye sade Guruji di sikhya hai. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Thank you very much for sharing your suggestions and contributing in today's talk. So, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Hardeep Ji. Aji Tanwanji, you are unmuted.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. I just want to ask you this question. Instead of reading the Bani in the morning, can we just listen to it on our tapes? I listen to the Panch Baniya on the tapes, but is that wrong? Or should I actually sit down and read them?
Okay. Very good question, Tanwanji. Okay. Actually, listening is very much important. We have 4 podiyas in Japji Sahib as well. And the moment when we are reading, then also we need to listen. if I'm reading something, if I'm reading Gurbani, then also listening is any way or every way we have to do. In Gurbani there is a message, Tun meh dhyan, dhyan meh janya. Tun means whatever I am reading. If I have just started ek oankar satnam karta, then also I need to listen. And if I'm not, as if you are not able to sit or read, like due to any reason, so yes, it is also good, like we can listen, but try if possible, like if we can show or we can concentrate more on the listening part at that time. What happens sometime, maybe it happens with all of us, like sometimes with me as well, like if we are reading or we just put Gurbani on speaker, so and we are just busy in our own works, and we even don't realize when Nitnem was started and when it's completed as well. So
Yeah.
sometime in this this listening becomes an excuse, like yes, I have listened and we know deeply I did not, even maybe not even two Gurbani Panktis, or maybe not even four Gurbani Panktis. We just listened, yes, started Ik Oankar Satnam. Okay, and maybe then we just listen when just sound like we're not able to hear more sound, and we just realize, oh, it stopped. Oh, okay, okay, done. I have done my Panchbani. Yeah. So if we are doing in that way, then I would say we must try to listen. If we are listening, so we must try to listen to. So that would, I would just say, Tanvanji. So
Thank you.
so is it clear, or like if it you have any other question or
Yes,
not really?
if I have time, because they read so well, I follow it. I mean, they read and I follow in on the book, and they read so well. I don't read so well. That's way. But then sometimes I'm working and doing the breakfast while I'm listening to the Bani. I do try to listen, but I must say I don't think I listen completely. Your mind does get,
Yes.
taken away now and then. Anyway, your lectures are very good, and I really learn a lot from them. And just be so thankful that I'm part of your beautiful Sangat, and such nice informations that I have gathered from this. Thank you so much, Master T.
Thank you very much, Tanvanji. We are glad you are with us and you share your experiences. So we are very glad to have you in the Sangat members. And one more thing I would like to add, yes, even if you are listening Gurbani and doing your own work, so in Gurbani we read ek til nahi panna kala. Even if we listen to one sentence, this is also better. Otherwise, we may, if we are listening to songs or something else, so definitely at least even two pankti Gurbani panktis, four panktis, like at least we are listening. So I would just say the more we can listen, the more we can get benefit. As in Punjabi we say, जिन्ना गुड़ पावांगे उतना ही मिठा हो जाएगा. So जिन्ना ज्यादा से कंसंट्रेट कर पावांगे उतना ही ज्यादा फायदा हो जाएगा. तो फायदा ਇਹਦਾ 100% ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੋ ਹੀ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਚਾਹੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਪੰਕਤੀ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, maybe if we are listening just two ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਪੰਕਤੀਸ, ਹੈ ਨਾ, तो still we are getting benefit, no doubt about it, but the more we show concentration, the more we'll able to get more benefit from that thing. That's all I think we can say. So thank you very much, Tanvanji. Is there something else you want to say, or is it clear?
I just got one more question.
Yes,
somebody sent to me a photograph which I was so impressed. It's the photograph of Guru Nanak that was painted in Baghdad when he visited that country. And it's been lying in that country for so many years, and somebody's just found it. And is that true, or that's really Guru Nanak?
so,
I think I sent it to you.
yes, send it to me as well. Actually, it's not confirmed about that picture. Some people believe, but it is not confirmed. If we go through the history books of that, like they just say, like this picture belongs to when Guru Nanak Sahib Ji went to Baghdad, when Guruji met Pir Dastgir. So if we read that part in the history, then history says at that time he kept Guru Sahib Ji's khadama, like sleepers. He kept with it as a memory because Guru Nanak Sahib Ji spent there 17 days. 17 दिन Guru Sahib rahe because he was very impressed with Guru Nanak Sahib Ji and he wanted to serve. And he used to prepare food for Guru Nanak Sahib Ji as well. So now sometimes Sikhs just believes like I don't want to eat from his hand or from her hand, but yes, Guru Nanak Sahib Ji, like he used to prepare food for Guru Nanak Sahib Ji Peetast gave. So according to history books, so there's nothing mentioned related to picture, but yes, one thing is mentioned, like he kept Guru Sahib Ji's khadama, slipper as a memory, which are still there. So not very much detail about this picture. If I'll get something relevant or verify, if someone verifies more about it, so I'll update you. But as of now, like it's not Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's picture, we can say.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I really thought, wow, it's so nice to see Guru Nanak in that picture.
No,
Thank you.
Actually, Japji Sahib is itself Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's picture. Every Sikh is Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's picture. You are also Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's picture. If we are following Shabad, even Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So I would just like to add this: the moment when Guru Gobind Singh Ji was leaving this world physically, then Sikhs asked Guruji the similar kind of that you were feeling so happy, like yes, I have seen Guru Nanak Sahib, right? So they were also just feeling to see Guru Gobind Singh Ji. They said, "You're leaving this world, but we want to see you. Like, how can we see you then?" Then Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, "Okay, just find 5-6 those who are doing nickname, following what Sikh should follow. So those who are just complete in, we can say, kahani, karni, bani, bana. So just find 5-6, you will see me." So Sikh said, "If I'll not able to find 5, then Guru Gobind Singh Ji said, okay, then find just 3. Okay, but again the same question was there, and Sikh asked Guruji, if I'll not able to find even 3-6, then what? Then Guru Gobind Singh Ji replied beautifully. What Guruji said, if you really want to see me, you need to follow Rahat, you need to recite, you need to read Gurbani. The moment you look your face in the mirror, you will see me. I'm in your face. If you really want to see me, follow the hukam and you will see me in your face. So seeing Guru Nanak Sahib Ji is following Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's path. Seeing Guru Nanak Sahib Ji is following Guru Nanak Sahib Ji's teaching, and definitely people will able to see Guru Nanak Sahib Ji or Guru Gobind Singh Ji from yourself. Like they'll say, wow, if his Sikh is like this, his life is so beautiful, how great the master was. So everyone is Pracharak. I would just say this, Dhanvanji.
Thank you. Very nice. That's very nicely said. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dhanvanji. Thank you. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to share anything or wants to contribute more in today's talk? Ji? Okay, so request you all once again, thank you very much for your precious time, and kindly join us on Saturday Samvad program. Now kindly unmute yourself. Let's say Gur Fateh together, and let's try to be the real Sikh. Let's try to follow the teaching and path of Sikhism, of Almighty, of Guruji. So let's all say Gur Fateh together. Kindly unmute yourself. Our sare pyar naal aakhna ji.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Master Ji.
Thank you, Chief.